What's up, guys? This is Tommy Lynch, the millionaire from North Carolina, coming all the way live. Live. How about that? Hey, I just wanted to share something with you guys. I named this stream called The Law of Attraction because I was listening to YouTube, and I decided that, the law of attraction, I think is very important. I use it myself. So let me first explain what the law of attraction is. The law of attraction is tracking to our lives what you are focusing on. Okay, let me say it again. The law of attraction is is the ability to attract into our lives what you are focusing on. And let me give you an example, a really simple example. I have a friend of mine that just bought a new Honda Civic. Okay, so my friend of mine just bought a new Honda Civic, and it's a nice little car. And really, I'm really not into Hondas. I'm into more higher end cars. However, now that this person now that this person has a Honda and I've seen it, now it seems like every corner I turn, I see a Honda. It doesn't really matter what kind of car it is. If you know somebody has a Bentley, or you begin to look at Bentleys, or you begin to look at Mercedes Benz, and get in the back of your mind, if that's what you've been focusing on, then guess what? You could start seeing them everywhere. So again, the law of attraction is the ability to attract into our lives the things that we are thinking about. So to start off, I'm going to ask you one thing. What are you thinking about? Okay, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? So what are your dormant, well, not your dormant, but what are your dominant thoughts? Because what you're going to find out is, as a man thinketh, so is he. That's what the Bible says. As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're thinking about negative things, then you're gonna get negative things, because the law of attraction says that it's the ability to attract into your lives the things that you're focusing on. So if you focus on negativity, guess what you're gonna get? If you focus on cheating, then guess what you're gonna get? If you focus on things that are not good, guess what you're gonna get? But if you focus on positive things, guess what you get? What you guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna get positive things. So focus. So think on those things that you want to see happen. Okay, think on those things that you want to see happen. Don't think about the things that you don't want to happen, because guess what? Regardless of what you say, regardless of what you do, there's always going to be negativity coming your way. There's always going to be things that you're going to fail at. There's always going to be things that you're not going to feel good about. There's always going to be those things in place. So those things are going to take care of themselves. So what you need to do is think on those things that you'd like to see in your life. And again, the law of attraction is the ability to attract into our lives the things that you focus on. And then the Bible says that whatsoever man thinketh, so is he. And you gotta take that literally. A lot of people don't take things literally, but that you can take literally, because I promise you, whatever you're thinking about, you're gonna get. So what do you think about most of the time? Do you think about succeeding most of the time? Do you think about making money most of the time? Do you think about your family most of the time? Do you think about driving that new car most of the time? I even say, when you're driving down the road, if you want a new car and you don't have the car, or you don't want to have the car that you want to drive, then imagine when you hit that button to unlock it and you get inside. Imagine what a new car smells like. Okay, because the first thing you should do is go to the dealership and get inside one of those cars and see what it smells like. Maybe even test drive it, see what it feels like. And then when you get back in your car, imagine in your mind that you just got it back into that new car again. Imagine that car is, when you lay in your bed at night, imagine that car is sitting in your driveway. Imagine it's sitting in your driveway, and you're gonna go out in the morning, get in to go to work or go to the grocery store. And when you get in there and open that door up, imagine you can still smell that new leather. Imagine you can smell that new plastic and the new glue, and the new floor mats, all those things that you smell when you get inside of a new car. Imagine that. Imagine that. What I say law of attraction is the ability to attract into your lives the things that you're focusing on. So focus on it. When you're driving down the road, think about that new Corvette C8 that you want. Yeah, that's one of my dream cars. Think about that new Mercedes Benz and how it sounded when you were driving, and pretend like you got that navigation thing up there, and reach up there and pretend like you hitting buttons to go from point A to point B. What I say, law of attraction is the ability to attract into your lives the things that you're focusing on. That's what you got to do. You want a new house? Go look at a new house. Go look and see what it smells like. Sit around in it and pretend like it's yours. Our Mr. Todd Best, one of our leaders, he said he and his wife early on used to go inside new houses. And they would go inside some of them that were fully furnished, and then he would sit down in there, and they would sit around on the furniture and like it's their house, and have conversation like, oh, well, this is my new crib, so what do you want to do next, honey? You know, they would tool around in the bedroom and maybe sit on the bed or sit on the couch or tool around in the kitchen and stop right there and open the refrigerator up and pretend like, hey, this is our new place. Okay, the law of attraction says you have the ability to attract into your lives the things you're focusing on. That's what the law of attraction is. But in order to make that thing happen, you have got to, first of all, focus on it. You got to make the thing that you want and the thing you desire in life, you got to make those things your dominant thoughts. Your dominant thoughts. It doesn't matter. I don't mean to come off as being materialistic, but those are the things that drive us. Of course, you know, if you get into a point where you can get up in the morning and go down and to the food kitchen and feed the homeless, that's great. But unfortunately, those are altruistic things. Those things don't drive you. Of course, you know, there's nothing wrong with having the desire to do that, and I admire you if you do that. But the things that drive us are those material things. The thing that drive us is being able to get that new Rolex. The thing that drives us is being able to go down to the park and go down to the garage and see your new Porsche sitting in the garage. Those things drive you. Okay. The thing that drives you is being able to go out and look at a new house and go look at some new plans and see that house coming up from the ground up. Those are the things that drive you. Okay. So what are you thinking about? What are your dominant thoughts? What are you thinking about? Okay. Because I've also heard that what you're thinking about is what you're going to be about. What you're thinking about is what you're going to be about. So what are you about? So what do you want out of life? You've got to think along the lines of the things that you desire in this life. What did I say law of attraction was? The ability to attract into our lives the things that we are focusing on. Period. End of story, point blank. So if you're thinking negative, you're going to get negative. If you're thinking positive, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get positive. So my last thing to ask you today is I implore of you, what are you thinking about? I'm out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Bye-bye.